Get ready, because humanity is heading back to the moon. The Artemis II mission is our first crewed voyage into deep space in over 50 years, and it's going to be a historic 10-day journey. Scheduled to launch no earlier than February 2026, 4 astronauts will climb aboard the Orion spacecraft, powered by the mighty Space Launch System rocket, and embark on an epic flyby of the moon. This isn't just a joyride. It is a crucial test of all the systems we'll need for future lunar landings and even missions to Mars. The mission begins with an incredible 8-minute ascent, where the SLS rocket will blast Orion into a low Earth orbit. But it won't stay there for long. The rocket's upper stage will fire twice, pushing Orion into a massive, highly elliptical orbit. The first burn takes it to an altitude of 1,800 miles, but the second burn is the real game changer. It sends Orion into a 23.5-hour orbit that reaches an astonishing 46,000 miles from Earth. That's nearly 200 times higher than the International Space Station. This high-altitude phase is absolutely critical. For about 24 hours, the crew will conduct the most intensive checkout of the entire mission. They'll take off their launch suits and be the first humans to test Orion's full life support system in deep space. They'll also test communications with the Deep Space Network and practice manual spacecraft handling by using the spent upper stage as a target. This is like a final dress rehearsal before the main event, ensuring every system is ready for the long journey ahead. Once everything checks out, it's time for the translunar injection, or TLI. This is the moment of commitment. Unlike the uncrewed Artemis I flight, this time Orion's own service module engines will perform the burn. This powerful thrust will break the spacecraft free from Earth's gravity and set it on a 4-day coast towards the moon, a 250,000 miles away. During this outbound trip, the crew will be far beyond the protection of Earth's magnetic field, practicing emergency procedures and monitoring the deep space radiation environment. The highlight of the mission is, of course, the lunar flyby. Instead of entering orbit around the moon, Artemis II will perform a graceful sweep around its far side, traveling thousands of miles beyond it. From this incredible vantage point, the crew will witness something no human has ever seen before: the moon in the foreground, with the distant, beautiful blue marble of Earth hanging in the blackness of space, all in a single view. This unique trajectory is called a free return path, and it's a key safety feature. The journey home is a beautiful display of celestial mechanics. As Orion swings around the moon, lunar gravity will act like a slingshot, bending the spacecraft's path and flinging it back toward Earth. This means that even if the main engine were to fail, the crew would still make it home safely, guided by gravity alone. It's the same principle that saved the Apollo 13 crew, providing a passive safety net that is vital for deep space exploration. After another 4-day coast, Orion will come screaming back into Earth's atmosphere. Now, let's talk about what keeps the astronauts alive out there. Orion's Environmental Control and Life Support System, or ECLS, is a marvel of engineering. It maintains a breathable atmosphere, carefully balancing oxygen and nitrogen levels to prevent both oxygen starvation and fire hazards. A huge challenge is dealing with the carbon dioxide we exhale. Each crew member produces hundreds of liters of CO2 every day, and the air revitalization system works constantly to scrub it from the cabin air, keeping it at safe levels. Without constant fan-driven ventilation and microgravity, pockets of CO2 could form around the astronauts, which would be extremely dangerous. The system also manages temperature and humidity, keeping the crew comfortable and their equipment from overheating. Radiators on the service module radiate excess heat into the cold vacuum of space. And then there's water. Water is heavy, so recycling is essential. The system will capture moisture from the air and even purify urine, recovering up to 90% of the water. This closed-loop system is a technology perfected on the ISS and is absolutely vital for long-duration missions. So, let's recap the timeline. The 10-day mission kicks off with the launch and a series of orbital maneuvers to get Orion into its high Earth checkout orbit. On day 1, after about 24 hours of system checks, the crew performs the trans-lunar injection burn. This begins a 4-day journey to the moon. Around day 5, they'll execute the lunar flyby, capturing those historic views. The next 4 days are spent on the free return journey back to Earth, powered by the moon's gravity. Finally, on day 10, Orion will re-enter the atmosphere at a blistering 24,500 miles per hour, with its heat shield protecting the crew for a safe splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Safety is woven into every aspect of this mission. From the launch abort system that can pull the crew away from a failing rocket in seconds, to the free return trajectory that guarantees a path home, every contingency has been considered. Artemis II isn't about planting a flag. It's about proving our technology. It's a full-scale test of the life support, navigation, communication, and thermal systems we need to explore deep space. It's about validating the heat shield's ability to withstand the extreme heat of a lunar return. Artemis II is more than just a mission. It's a bold declaration that after 54 years, humanity is back. This carefully planned journey combines proven techniques with cutting-edge technology to open a new chapter in exploration. It's the final exam before we send astronauts to land on the moon once again and set our sights on the journey to Mars. Thank you for watching, and be sure to follow for more updates as we get closer to this incredible moment in history.